Hey guys, I'm back. So this is going to be the last video of my art books inspiration or whatever. This one I got, I think again it was recommended by Danny Gregory at the sketchbook school by someone, but it's secondhand, so that's why it's a bit murky or whatever. But it's by it's kind of like how should I explain it? It's kind of like a gathering, like a reference book of like animals, things by this artist who just draws this guy. And yeah, just I just reference it here and there, it's just fun. This again is another one of those sort of magazines. I'm gonna zoom out. Okay, there we go. It's a bit easier. This is one of those art magazines. As you can see, my bird decided to eat, the ends of it again. Not much I can do about that. But this is full of pixel art. And so it's not necessarily like the traditional art that I'm used to drawing and stuff, but it's still like, it's cool to look at and gives me ideas. Sometimes I do, I think I have rarely created like a pixel drawing, but it's still like, don't necessarily create pixel art from it, or I just look at it and get ideas for design or something. It's a neat little book. Let's see, this is another Junji Ito book. I was just going to show you this one as an example because I didn't show before. Some of these books have little posters that pull out. I suppose you can pull them out, but I'm not going to do that. I'll leave them in there forever. I love them, but oh, hold on. There we go. Much better. Okay. But yeah, so it's still like a manga book, and some of it, so like the start of this one is in color, but then the rest isn't. It's black and white again. But yeah, so it's just another thing I feel like I should mention is that like you can see that there's art on the inside of these books. There's art on the outside. There's this, which is technically a poster that you can have separate as well. But again, I just like to look at his work sometimes separate and just, yeah. But yeah, some of his other books have little posters and coloured artworks that he's done in them. This one, I think either I got it as a gift or I found it at like a random bookshop. I think it's all by this artist, by Simon Drew. There's also a note, I think, in the start of this book, or maybe it's at the end. Yeah, there it is. So I'm not sure if that's actually signed by this guy or if it's signed by someone else for some reason. I'm not sure. But it just has these kind of illustrations. It's kind of a mix of pen, watercolor, pencil, colored pencil. That's the word. Yeah, it's nice stuff. Nice work. Reminds me of the Tommy Kane book. Now, these next three little ones are tiny books that I got. I think I got them for like £1 each, and so it's similar to the portrait ones, but they are just full of photographs. So some of them are like, even though this says people, like some of them are zoomed in. But again, I use this every now and then for reference. It's ended up at the back of my cupboard actually, so I forgot I had them. But yeah, it's just full of random little photos. I could just reference. And this one's of the sky, obviously, and a lot of landscapes. So that's like, so there's like bits, and then there's like, there's different themes. So there's like airplanes, and then there's like maybe places or like weather, something like that. So that's that one. And then finally I have this little one, flowers. Keep meaning to use this one, but obviously it's just full of lots of, and some with people in and things like that. It's lovely stuff. Oh, I forgot. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I just remembered as I was looking at the square flower book that I had this flower book, which I mentioned in the last video. Again, the paper cover has been nibbled on by my bird. But I was using this as a stand for something, so I completely forgot that I had it. This is by the Phaidon Paden again, but it's just these lovely like floral flowers, which sometimes I have I've actually drawn quite a bit from this book, which is why I kind of used it as a stand, because I'm like, oh well, I've already drawn from it quite a bit, so it can stand to chill in the corner for a while. But yeah, and it's similar to the Pixar book where it goes from colours, so white to light pink, kind of yellow, orange, red, and to dark and purple. Yeah, that's a lovely one. I'm thinking this. So I'm going to show you. It's a bit daft, but now these books, these are actual like reading books, but I also use them for reference. So I got them for myself, but I mean, some of the pictures in here are just, I mean, it's very random, but there are some things like, you know, you can reference, you know, I draw from it. So anything I have that has pictures, I basically reference anyway. So it is a nice, cute little book anyway. It's kind of like meditation kind of thing. This is, again, very similar. It's just has cute little pictures or things like that. That's really good. That's good. Again, things that, top quality pictures that I can actually use for reference. And, you know, actual... It's an actual book, but I still use it as art reference. Now, the next ones, there's only a couple left. They're graphic novels. I'll show you this one. This is Dead Endia. If you've seen the show Dead End Park on Netflix, that's where I heard about this book. And all my graphic novels, I mean, I do I read them, but like I keep them to like look back at, and sometimes I draw from them and things like that. I don't want to spoil it, but you know, I've got the second book of this, and I'm waiting for the third one to come out, and then I'll just keep them. So that's one graphic novel. I won't show you all my graphic novels because I've got some that are, like I said, I have Junji Ito, but I've also got like some just comic book collections, and I don't see the point of that because they're really cartoony. I don't really reference them, but I like them. This, I really love the art style of this artist, how she, I don't know, made this. It's like, even though like it's obviously created digitally, it's got like a traditional feel, and it's a very real story, but it's cartoony and cute. So I really like the simplistic design and colors and all that. It's very cute. It smells nice. Oh, I keep saying that about all these books. I'm like, oh, they smell nice. Well, it's true, they do. This one, I love the Lovecraftian universe. I do have a book full of all of his works, but I haven't. I think I've read like 3 chapters of like 2. You know, I've read like 2 stories, but this is like graphic novel form of like, I think it's 3 or 4 of his stories. But anyway, it's they're a little different in style, some of them. So you'll see that one, and then you'll see like this one. But yeah, so I have technically read these stories because I read them in graphic novels form. But yeah, I'm gonna keep these. And this last one, I might have to zoom out. I might just leave it there. This, I just love the style of this graphic novel. I did used to have other graphic novels. I kind of wish I'd kept them. But yeah, so it's like black and white, then color, then black and white, and different. And then sometimes they have layers like this. It's so interesting. I just love the way it looks. Like, it does have a story, a bit of a confusing story, to be honest. But the artwork is just like, it's like pencil line, but again, probably digitalized. But this just looks so cool. I think that's it. Please give me a moment. Okay, yeah, so that is basically all my books, all my art reference books. Again, I do have some of these like I have little books that do have words in them, but sometimes I reference them as well because they have nice art or pictures and things like that. But I mean, Again, I have manga, not just Junji Ito, I have other stuff, but this is just like one of them, so I'm just like, I don't know, just show you. Yeah, sometimes I don't really use them much for reference. These ones, I just keep them on me. Same as here, it's just fun to look at. I mean, eh. I've got other ones in different types, but that's pretty much all of the art books and art reference books that I have. I do have, actually, I'm going to see if I can just pick that up. The phone is on a book, on a thing. Oh god, hold on. I've got this. Good enough. Okay, I'm just showing you. So like this is one of the thicker ones by Junji Ito, and they're the ones without the posters or whatever, but they still have like some colored artwork in them. Sometimes in between. I'm not sure. Is there another one? No. But like this one's all like a bunch of his little stories put together into one big, because it all connects or whatever. I've got another one, Uzumaki, but I can't grab that one right now because the phone is actually on top of that one. So yeah, that's it. The next video I post will be my finished sketchbook tour of my antique sketchbook. If you remember, I did start off with the start sort of this, and there wasn't much to show, but I have since added more. But I will post it from the start again to all the way through to the end, and then after that it'll be a long while, because then obviously I'll start a new sketchbook. So yeah, stay tuned for that if you want. But thanks, I'll see you, bye.